Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do lesson 85 of Encore Mathematics, problem solving elapsed time. The I can statement, or the goal for the lesson, is I can use the strategy draw a diagram to solve elapsed time problems. Opal finished her art project at 2:25 p.m. She spent 50 minutes working on her project. What time did she start her project? Okay, so we know what time she finishes, but we need to find what time she starts. So we have this chart here. So what do I need to find? We need to find the start time. What information do I need to use? Well, we know the end time was 2:25 p.m. and we know how much time went by. The elapsed time is 50 minutes. So how will I use this information? I can draw a diagram of a clock. I can then count back 5 minutes at a time until I reach 50 minutes. Okay, so first they show 2:25 on the clock, right? So the hour hand is in between the 2 and the 3, and the minute hand is pointing to the 5, which is 25. Now we're going to count back by 5s. So let's see. So we have 5. Remember, every time we get to a new number, it's 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so when you pass over noon or 12, anytime you pass over 12, the hour changes. So if we're going backwards and we pass 12 and we were in the hour of 2, now we're in the hour of 1. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So here, the 7 for sure is where our minute hand is going to be pointing, our new minute hand. And now our new hour hand is going to be in between 1 and 2, right? Because the hour hand moves 2. So the hour will be 1 o'clock, and the minute hand will be at 7, which is 35 minutes. So Opal started on her project at 1:35 p.m. It's very important to put the p.m. here. All right, let's try a few practice problems together. All right, number 1. Bill wants to be at school at 8:05 a.m. It takes him 20 minutes to walk to school. At what time should Bill leave his house? So we know that he wants to be there at 8:05. So let's just write that down. So we know 8:05 is the time he wants to finish his journey. But it's going to take him 20 minutes. So what time should he leave his house? So let's put on the clock what we know. We know that he wants to be there at, here's our hour hand, right? It's just a little past 8, and our minute hand is going to point to here, where the 1 would be, right? Because that's 5 minutes. So we know he wants to get there at 8:05. That's what we see on the clock right now. What time should he leave if it takes him 20 minutes to walk? So we have to jump backwards. So we're going to jump back 5 minutes. But remember, now we're passing 12. So it means that we're going to jump down an hour. So there's 5, 10, 15, bad arrow, 20. Okay, so we know that the hour now, we're in 7 o'clock because we've jumped over 12, and minute equals, let's see, the 9 would equate to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 45 minutes. So 7:45, right? 7:45 plus 20 minutes would get him to school at 8:05 a.m. So 7:45 a.m. Let's go to number 2. Mr. Beck's math class lasts 40 minutes. Math class starts at 9:55 a.m. At what time does math class end? So we know the start time on this one. So 9:55 is our start time. Let's show that. All right, so we have We're almost at 10, so when I draw my hour hand, I'm going to almost draw it to the 10. 9:55, and the 55 would be right before we hit 12. So 9:55 is what time it starts. Now what time does it end? So we're not jumping backwards this time. This time we're going to jump forward. So we're jumping 5, we're crossing 12, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So if the 6 is 30, then this 7 here would be 35. So it would be 10 because we crossed over 12, and the hour hand's going to be pointing at the 7. So 10:35 a.m. is what time my math class ends. Let's do one more. Hannah rode her bike for 1 hour and 15 minutes until she got a flat tire at 2:30 p.m. At what time did Hannah start riding her bike? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert 1 hour and 15 minutes into just minutes to make my life easy for this one. So that is 75 minutes because 1 hour equals 60 minutes and 60 plus 15 gives us 75. So 2:30 is our end time. I'm going to put that here. 2:30. That's our minute. 2:30. Okay. Now we need to jump back 75 minutes. All right. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now I know I'm in the 1 o'clock. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So here's where we end, with the minute hand pointing at 3. So we're in the hour of 1 and 15 minutes. So 1:15 p.m. was her start time. Okay, I want you to do a couple practice problems on the Google form. If you have scrap paper, you do not need to submit it to me. Thank you.